I'm not too proud to admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong about Arc Raiders. I thought solo play just wasn't fun. Too stressful, too punishing, not worth it. Turns out I was playing it wrong, and once I fixed that, solo actually clicked. I did play solo before, a few hours. Matchmaking was fine, since they do place you mostly with other solos, but I still bounced off it and put the game aside. At the time, it felt like solo play was just not doable to get what you need, especially when it came to killing the robots. Recently, I jumped back in after getting some advice from a friend, and yeah, I changed my mind. Solo is actually very fun. You just have to play it differently. There are limitations, sure, but once you adjust, it clicks. So here's what went wrong for me, and what fixed it. And if you've got solo tips yourself, drop them in the comments. My biggest issue was the robots. I felt they were way too dangerous for solo play. Turns out, that wasn't the real problem. The problem was that I kept going in with free loadouts. You really need a Pharaoh. If you shoot the robots in the wings with that weapon, fights become way more manageable. So use free loadouts only for quick resource runs. If you're going into dangerous areas, bring a Pharaoh. It makes solo play much easier. Second problem, getting out of bad situations felt impossible. But honestly, that was on me. I was taking too much risk too early. When you level up, put your early points into total stamina and reduced sprint stamina cost. That single change makes escaping actually viable when a fight turns bad. Third, use a microphone, even when you're alone. Proximity chat works. If you actually tell people not to shoot using your voice instead of an emote, they're way less likely to open fire.
It doesn't always work, but it works more often than you'd expect. There were a couple of other things I had to keep in mind to really make solo click for me. For example, I started treating every run like it could collapse at any moment. The tension is higher when you're alone, but that's the point, not a downside. Every shot attracts attention, so I assume someone is coming. I leave before my bag is full instead of going goblin mode. I break line of sight fast, don't trade shots, and I stick to routes I know, because panic will kill you faster than enemies. And most importantly, every run is disposable. Don't be a hero. One last thing though. Eventually, you will need help from other players, especially for bosses like the Matriarch, but also for bigger enemies like the Bastion. That doesn't mean you have to fully group up. A lot of players are willing to work together temporarily because you're all in the same boat. So, if you bounced off solo before, like I did, it might be worth another look. And that was it. If you like videos that don't waste your time, consider liking and subscribing. Regardless, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.